Jim Crow took Emmett Till. Jim Crow gave us hate. Jim Crow gave us the Civil War. Jim Crow gave America terrorism before America gave the world airplanes. Jim Crow burnt Tulsa, Oklahoma in 1921, 34 years before he killed Emmett Till. Jim Crow killed JFK. Jim Crow took Malcolm X's name and then his life. Jim Crow took Martin Luther King Jr. and then burned 100 U.S. cities in 1968. I was born 7 years later in 1975. Jim Crow burned L.A. in the 90s. Jim Crow is burning America down around us now. There is not enough blood on earth to settle the score. There's nothing down that path for us. We've been here many times. Antagonistic conversation can only put us farther under the yoke and the knee. Jim Crow will only go away when we teach the truth to each other. We must make a new path. We must break this pattern of hate and violence, or we are doomed to repeat it. But what if the answer is easy? What if we don't need a constitution to change our country? What if we don't need a fistful of fire? What if we don't need votes, or a president, or an amendment, or representatives, or new laws, or less laws? What if we don't even need money? What if all we need is some basic compassion for people who can't breathe? What if saving our nation is as easy as being interested in what John Rolfe did with 30 slaves and some black market tobacco 401 years ago? Rolfe saw 30 slaves being purchased for the price of boat supplies, and in his mind it was free labor to work the stolen fields of Virginia's soil with his premium Caribbean tobacco seeds that he broke laws to procure. What if Rolfe had done what Pocahontas did when a boat came to her shore, and she saw humans instead of property and poverty and profit? What if he would have taken them in and fed them and healed them and saved them for the price of boat supplies? Pocahontas kept Jamestown alive through 3 years until Rolfe's stolen black labor and stolen land and stolen tobacco seeds saved Jamestown and birthed this nation we're all so proud of. 1 Indian girl and 30 Negroes. They saved your country. And you wipe your feet on them. What if he had teamed up with them? What if the freed slaves owned some of the plantations they worked? Would those black workers and owners have produced more than 50,000 pounds of tobacco in their first 2 harvests, or less? Would their gratitude at being saved have made them more productive? Would we have lost so many Americans in the Revolutionary War if we had strong, free, black countrymen fighting with us together in honor? Ask yourself these questions. Would there have been the Trail of Tears? Would there have been a civil war? Would the KKK have shaped American law and culture and education for a century? Would there have been a Great Depression? Would Tulsa have burned where the black people were? Would there have been World War I or World War II? Would that man have been as convincing to his people if America had held its black citizens high like the beacon of freedom that they would have been? Would we still have used the atom to shred Japan twice? Where would America be now if 30 black lives had mattered to one man on one afternoon in Virginia 401 years ago? When this video ends, will you invite the ghost of Emmett Till to go with you? Will you willingly march with him down the hall of history for a while? Will you search out and silently observe the humanity in your black neighbors and those you pass in the street? Because I promise you that humanity is there. It's been there this whole time. Jim Crow has just been whispering his tune in our ears and dancing our days away with his stolen song to keep people from seeing it. Maybe if you take the ghost of Emmett Till with you when you go, somebody else can whisper in your ear. And maybe, just maybe, America will start seeing it and put these people at the front of the line so we can all be saved by them once again.